Hi everyone, my name is Nick Van Dorn. I am a senior librarian at the Nutley Public Library. Thank you for checking out this video. I'm going to talk to you briefly about our lending vinyl record collection here at the Nutley Public Library. Our collection is generously funded by the Friends of the Nutley Library. We have an eclectic collection of over 80 records, from Adele to Led Zeppelin. The collection encompasses many different genres such as pop, rock, jazz, blues, country, R&B, and soundtracks. Since we relaunched our lending collection, we have had over 400 circulations. One of the nice things about vinyl records is that they are very easy to display. Here is just a sample of some of the displays that we've had highlighting our collection. Some of the artists that you see are Pink Floyd, Chuck Berry, Elvis Presley, Norah Jones, Ed Sheeran, Bruce Springsteen, and Tom Petty. If you don't have a turntable, don't worry. We lend out all-in-one turntables. These are great. They look like a briefcase, but with speakers. They have a Bluetooth too, so you can connect your phone or your tablet to them to stream music. Borrowing records and turntables from the Nutley Library is easy. Just select whatever albums that you would like and bring them to the front desk. For the turntable, we have a display box that you can bring to the front. When you borrow these items, you get a care sheet and policy information. Records and turntables can be borrowed for 7 days at a time. To promote our collection, we've had a few different events. The first one was a record listening party, in which patrons could come to the library to talk about some of their favorite albums. Here are some of the photos from the program. Some of the albums that you see are Miles Davis' 4 and More, The Who Hits 50, and Weather Report Heavy Weather. A few months later, we had a great presentation with John Lambert, owner of the Princeton Record Exchange. John stopped by to talk about everything vinyl records. He shared his experiences of running one of the top independent record stores in the country, discussed caring for proper storage of and tips on how to value records, and the history of the vinyl record format. One of our more recent programs has been the monthly Color and Distress with Vinyl Records program, which is sponsored by the Friends of the Library. We sample pastries from local Nutley bakeries, and attendees can just relax and color from a wide variety of patterns and listen to some vinyl records. Next, I wanted to highlight 5 of my favorite vinyl records owned by the Nutley Public Library, which are also available on Hoopla. You can access Hoopla with your Nutley Public Library card. Hoopla is an all-in-one media service where you can browse over 700,000 titles in 6 different formats: audiobooks, ebooks, comics and graphic novels, movies, TV, and music albums, and instantly borrow them on your phone, tablet, or computer. Take a drive back to 1985 in Doc Brown's DeLorean by listening to the Back to the Future soundtrack. There are not 1, but 2 Huey Lewis and the News songs, The Power of Love and Back in Time, with songs by additional artists Eric Clapton and Lindsey Buckingham. What's neat about this soundtrack is they also include a few songs by Marvin Berry and the Starlighters, the band featured at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. My favorite of these is a special guest appearance by Marty McFly, singing Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry. Also included is the beloved Back to the Future theme by Alan Silvestri. Next is Diamond by Elton John. This multi-platinum selling album is Sir Elton John's gift to fans. It's nearly 50 years career-spanning compilation of songs, and it is an excellent companion piece to his best-selling autobiography, Me, released last year. Elton John and Bernie Taupin are one of the greatest music collaborators in history, right alongside Lennon and McCartney, with Elton creating the music and Bernie creating the lyrics. All the hits are here, including Your Song, Betty and the Jets, Candle in the Wind, Daniel, Rocket Man, I'm Still Standing, Don't Go Breaking My Heart, and Crocodile Rock. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is with Sir Elton John's music in the world. Nirvana, MTV Unplugged. This multi-platinum Grammy Award-winning album was released after the tragic death of frontman Kurt Cobain in 1994. It is a fully acoustic show, 14 songs total, featuring Cobain on guitar and vocals, Dave Grohl, who later went on to form the Foo Fighters, on drums, Chris Novoselic on bass, and Pat Smear on guitar. Some notable songs featured are All Apologies, About a Girl, Come As You Are, Something in the Way, and a cover of David Bowie's Man Who Sold the World. A Star is Born. A Star is Born is a 2018 multi-platinum selling soundtrack featuring Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. It's a fusion of mostly country and pop music. The lead single, Shallow, is a Grammy and Academy Award-winning song, and it's also one of my all-time favorite duets. Other songs of note here are I'll Never Love Again, Maybe It's Time, Alibi, and La Vie en Rose. Last but certainly not least is 1984 by Van Halen. This album, released in 1984, consists of Diamond David Lee Roth on vocals, virtuoso Edward Van Halen on guitar and backing vocals, brother Alex Van Halen on drums, and Michael Anthony on bass and backing vocals. The album reached diamond status with over 10 million copies sold in the US alone. 3 music videos on MTV supported this album, all choreographed and directed by Roth, and the band achieved its first and only number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 with this song, Jump. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for checking it out. If you have any questions, please email me at nicholas.van.dorn@nutley.buckles.org. You can also check out our website at nutleypubliclibrary.org/vinyl records. A handsome gentleman to the right is my cat Frank, admiring one of the greatest albums of all time, Miles Davis' Kinda Blue.